A huge worshiper, so I like move around. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to take you on for a week in my life or a few days in my life, but it is currently like 9:01. I have to leave for children's church around like 10:20, so I have like an hour and a half. I just want to say thank you guys so much for clicking today's video. Your support means the absolute world to me. Recently I've been thinking about like, why did I start this? And at the beginning I started it because I loved sharing my life with people, and then it kind of turned into like, oh, I'm fame seeking, like I want to be an influencer and kind of like unhealthiness. Honestly, it's kind of going back to the fact that I just stopped sharing my life with y'all, and I do want to provide for my family, and this seems like the quote-unquote easiest way. I love my dad and my mom. They've sacrificed so much for me and my brothers that, let's just say, I did become influencer famous or just like made money off of social media. Probably most of my income would go to my parents, so that's kind of my why, is to just only help like people I don't know, like charities and homeless people that you just see walking down the street, and then people in other countries and like missions work and outreach and all that stuff, but also just solely for the people that are really close to me, like my family. So that's kind of my new why. I know I don't owe my parents anything. I know my mom's always made that super clear in my life. You don't owe us anything. It wasn't like transactional, like you owe us nothing, but I want to give them because they've given so much to me. It's the least I can do. Y'all raised a pretty great child. You raised 3 pretty great children. I want to give back. As you guys saw, I did that for a bit, and now we are going to head to church. I'm so sweaty already. Do is change out of this black shirt. I'm gonna put it on again later for like salt, because I'm not gonna be running around during salt. I will in fact be running around with these children, so we need it. Something never does me dirty. Like, I love it so much. Maybe I should switch it up. No, this is fun. I'm putting on a dress, but since I scooter and walk, it gets really cold, and I'm just like never in the mood. I like, you think this is what I wore last Sunday, but all clean laundry. I just haven't put any of it away yet, but it is all clean. Because I want to study a lot today, but I also need to reset. Like, I need to change my sheets, wash these ones. I need to kind of just, like reset my life. I want to paint my nails. I need to vacuum this room, because don't ask me how, but somehow my roommate's hair is everywhere, and you white people shed like nobody's business. But we're gonna do the best that we can to like speed through all of this and then start studying. And while I'm doing it, I'm probably gonna watch like a YouTube video or have a podcast playing. That way when I do start studying, it's like, oh my gosh, like I need to just bedrock. No, I'm gonna try to like just maintain the productivity. The only time I'm gonna like sit and do nothing is when I'm eating my pizza, and I currently have the oven on preheat. I do have Gospel Centered Life around 5. So my goal is to probably head over there around 3:30 and start studying. I'm gonna study here obviously, but if I can study there before Gospel Centered Life as well. making my bed, but pizza waits for nobody. So I'm like sweating. Making your bed in a bunk bed is so hard, and I always forget that. But y'all, I'm so excited. The thing that sucks about this, not the only thing, there's many things, but how do you like, when you put pizza straight in the rack, how the heck do you take it off of the rack? Damn, y'all, I'm really hot. Okay. Like, I don't know how to do this, guys. I use like a clipper per side and like, yes, okay. I just put it back in the cardboard that it came in. I got like a chicken, bacon, ranch deal. I literally ate half the pizza. It was so good, and I lied. It's only 1:15. The clock oven hasn't changed, like, because it's daylight savings, so we went like an hour back, so we got like an extra hour of sleep. Even though we didn't, because our stupid neighbor's dog barks all the freaking time. Normally I can like tune it out. It did not stop. It just kept going. And I'm not even mad at the dog, I'm mad at the owners. I'm like, if your dog is barking that much, there has to be some sort of like neglect going on. Like, we lived on a farm and our dog only barked when there was like coyotes or like horses passing. It just wasn't. So I was up at like 6:45, but that's not the point. The point is, I feel more chill now that we have more time. So what we're gonna do now is vacuum, do our nails, and then I think I'm just gonna stay here actually until like 4:30 because I have a lot of things that I need to get done around the house, like including studying and like my blankets in the washer now, and I might as well just like stay here. I also have to meal prep. I low-key totally forgot about that, but I think I'm gonna do that now. But now I'm like chilly, so what I'm gonna do, I'm meal prepping rice, beef, and vegetables. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna vacuum my floor and then meal prep, but let's put this pizza away. We've got the blanket hanging. Meal prep is done. I've decided that I am gonna go study at the travel because I'm not gonna get any work done here. I'm gonna have frozen pot pie and an orange. I'm also gonna shower first. Let's quickly get in the shower. We're just gonna keep these pants on but change the top. I've been in such a rut recently because of, like I mentioned, the exams. I do get seasonal depression, which I praise the Lord has really happened since moving down here because it's pretty much always sunny. But obviously it still does get dark early here and the weather still does get chillier at times, and I've just been really trying to like combat that, and it's been really challenging. Like, I'm pretty homesick, but not consistently. It kind of like comes and goes, which I honestly hate. I hate that so much. I'm someone who would much rather every single day be hard or every single day be easy. The whole fluctuation in between always gets me, and I hate it so unbelievable. Like, I can't even describe how much I hate it. It just drives me insane. But obviously still trying to show up, not just for myself, but for like my future and like all of those things. I know one day I'm gonna look back and fingers crossed, be proud of all the work that I've put in, the fact that I keep pushing when I don't want to. It really helps with this rut that I'm in, just every day, multiple times a day, like every hour, reminding myself how grateful I am to live this life and how blessed I am to be in LSU. Like, I was telling my friend, she was like, how was your week? I was like, terrible, but it was terrible in LSU. Like, I had a terrible week, but I'm at LSU, so I can suck it up.
Vlog. vlog. It's me, Bailey, and we're back at the Common Grounds, obviously, because I never leave this place.
And we've got Ava, Diana, studying, walking in. Should we go see the pretty fun boys? Can you tell me why you're not working your Common Ground shift?
Please tell me why I had to take over for you.
I'm actually working my Common Ground shift.
That looks fire.
Yeah, at the chapel, the chapel BR, but we forgive you. Was this you? You made this mistake? It was you. We forgive you.
Right, thank you.
At the chapel BR, this is actually iced hazelnut.
Hazelnut. I thought we ran out of hazelnut.
No, we didn't. Exactly. You gotta job better.
So we have SAPH right here.
This ain't great coffee. We can pull up the Common Ground.
Yes, pull up. We love it.
When me and Sapphire work
Yes!
Thursday,
No,
Not when he's not even working. You don't even work.
I do. Sunday is 7 to 8.
7 to 9?
Sunday 9 to 11. That's what I heard. No, 9 to 10. Sunday 9 to 10.
So it's actually 7:30.
Well, silence.
Get your finger out of my face.
Are you excited for Christmas?
For what?
Christmas?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Christmas or Thanksgiving? Christmas or Thanksgiving? They know what's up. I'm not a check. Look at the fit. Just two men.
I just met Ellie. Yeah.
Hey all, welcome. Looking good. Love your hair, Hey all. Basically, I'm gonna need a few business days to recover from that because that sermon was so good. I always say this, but I'm actually gonna try to insert sermon notes that I took. It was basically about like there was two main topics within this. So we're starting a new series, okay? Brief rundown. This is like Sunday occurrence. We're starting a new series called Who Told You That? And like you want to make sure you're aligned with biblical truth because the world so often has mantras that like you do you, follow your truth, you deserve this, aka we don't deserve anything besides death. But anyway, besides the point. And so today's one was drumroll controversial. God made me this way. And he wasn't just talking about homosexuality, he was talking about like every sin you could ever think of. People say, oh well, God made me a psychopath. Like that excuses being a serial killer. Oh well, God made me an angry person, so that excuses yelling at everyone and cussing everyone out. Oh well, God made me love this person and not my spouse, so it excuses cheating. And he just really he didn't really spare anybody, I can't lie. So the two main sections were homosexuality, and he explained it super well, and he was very sympathetic and like just kind, yeah, sympathetic, empathetic, and he spoke about it with such humility and grace. And he did say like no sin is ranked higher than the other. We are to treat other people with love. It was just one thing, and it reminded me of the town that I grew up in. When I was in grade 9, we had a bi person in our grade, probably the first one. And people were like, oh my gosh, she likes me. I saw her look at me and she likes me. And he was like, guys, don't be so prideful. They probably, like, you know what I mean? Just things like that. And also talking about how, like, the whole thing of, like, being tempted is a sin, acting in temptation, and allowing the temptation to be full grown is a sin, blah, blah, blah. So that was one section. The next section was just, like, having a depraved mind. No one escapes that. We all have a depraved mind. We all either fall into gossiping, envy, anger, sin, evilness. Like, no one can escape that section. It was just really good. And I won't lie, I don't share this lightly. I did cry. When I say I did not share this lightly, that is exactly what I mean. I do not tell people about what I'm like feeling except my mother. So y'all are lucky. Y'all are some real ones. I went to the back of the auditorium, I don't know what it's called, and I like did my pacing because I'm a huge worshiper, so I like move around. So I like walked, I caught my knees, I got up, I stood, cried a bit. It was really good. Or LSU United on Thursday, so I'm just grateful we're not gonna have a heavy sermon like that for another week, 2 weeks.